What's going on, guys? Zane Ford here. Today I'm going to show you the secret to my forehand and how I can help you improve yours. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that I focus on in the forehand is going to have to be the grip. I'm using a semi-western grip on a lot of shots, and then I've also been experimenting with a continental and eastern grip to differentiate my game. So I think it's beneficial for everybody to, test these out and stay with it, right? Obviously, these changes aren't going to happen immediately. We got to keep working on it and gradually increase it. So this is the grip that I'm using on most of my drives, which is around a semi-western grip. This is going to give you a lot of top spin, and you're going to have to make sure you get under the ball, right? A lot of people, when they try out this grip, I feel like they switch back to their continental right away, right? So we got to stay with it, and yeah, so let's get straight into it. So the main thing that I'm focusing on my forehand is really holding this position here and then dropping the paddle, right? I see a lot of our forehands, they're kind of just like this, and there's not a lot of hips or a lot of paddle drop. So I like to really get that paddle under the ball and then accelerate as fast as I can up under the ball, right? So it's really important to understand what creates the topspin, okay? Topspin is brushing the back of the ball, and really just the faster you can swing and hit less percent of this ball, the more spin you're gonna get, right? So if you wanna go for a lot of power and hit a flatter shot, your paddle face is gonna be more flat, right? Sounds pretty simple. It's not as easy as it looks, right? But when I'm hitting my Western forehand, my paddle is actually facing the ground completely, okay? So you might be thinking, how do I get that ball over the net? You gotta get under it and then brush up, okay? So we don't wanna go here and then go straight through. We need to get under the ball, and then we can go up and accelerate through that shot, okay? That's the first step. The second part of my forehand is turning the shoulders, okay? If you don't turn the shoulders, you're not gonna be able to create as much power, right? I see a lot of us just standing here straight and trying to create power like this. It's the same concept. If I'm gonna throw a ball and I'm standing straight on and I throw it like this, I'm not gonna get a lot of power. If I turn my shoulders and really accelerate through, I'm gonna get a lot more. What do you notice about that swing? When I hit this, right? If I stay here, I don't have that much power. If I bring this leg in, I'm getting a lot more power and acceleration. So that's the third step. The third step of this is stepping through the shot, transferring your body weight to create more power, okay? So from here we turn eye level, shoulders are turned, the legs are activated. As we're making contact with the ball, that's when we're gonna bring this right leg in to give us more power, okay? So let's test it out and see how it looks. All right, turn, in. Turn shoulders. Oh, that's a tough tighten feed. Turn, good. Turn, right? And we can get more power if we get a little bit lower with the legs. And it really just all depends on what you're looking for. So the main thing to remember is we want to start out with the semi-western. We want to turn our shoulders. We want to transfer our right leg through the court, our left leg through the court if we're left-hand dominant. We want to make sure that we're getting low. And if you add all those things in together, you might not have the Zane Ford forehand, but you're going to have a version of it, right? And like I said, there's actually one more thing to cover, so don't leave yet, is the Eastern and Continental grip. Let's just show it real quick. This is the grip that I've been using sometimes when I'm taking the ball early. Okay, this is an Eastern grip. This is Continental, where it's just flat straight on. This is Eastern, where the paddle face is a little bit more turned. If the paddle face is turned more, right, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get more topspin, right, naturally. Okay, so the thing about this grip, and I'll show you here, is you're gonna get less spin, okay? You can actually probably generate a little bit more speed, but you're gonna get less spin, and you gotta make sure you get under the ball, okay? So that's another version, a new forehand you're gonna see in Tennessee. I've gotta start my Titan ball machine. I'll put the affiliate link in the description. That machine's pretty nice. All right, ready? Let's show you. See how I'm just keeping that paddle flat, right? A lot of the times when people are hitting this forehand, their paddle's open like this, right? And now that ball's popping up. If we close it and we get whippy with the wrist, That's when we can create that extra power and spin. And also with this grip, you can shorten the swing a little bit. So that's the grip that I'm using for my return of serve, and then more at the kitchen line, and when I have an approach to take it early. Don't mind the machine, still shooting them. You know, it's unprofessional to be on the phone at the same time. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, share, everything you need to do. I'll see you next one.